Recently, Furion popped back into the meta, and I've seen the matchup of Furion versus Razor. You have those summons, you have the Treants, and they were dying 24/7 versus the Razor's passive. If XM does go for that passive and levels it up, which I believe he will. So, if Broodlings are similar to Treants, which they are, like the summons, they do have the magic resistance, but I believe they will be falling.
There's a skirmish over here for the runes. We'll see two of them go over to the side of Vici, two going over to the side of PSG.LGD.
Talking about other lanes, though, they have this Weaver that bug, the second bug, is decent versus Nyx. Also cannot really be linked by Razor as you can run away. So in that aspect, it's a good bug. And the third bug is the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin punishes Nyx super hard once he gets that Radiance, as you have a constant way of initiating on him from Invis with that Spike Carapace. You don't even have to connect with a stun.
Yeah. You see that leash coming out, though, from XM. Just going to leech off some of that damage.
These first few waves are very important for the Broodmother not to be completely shut down. He needs to get level 2, he needs to get that level 3, so that he can farm with his little spiders.
I'm interested in watching Xnova over here. Ori is going to get open wounds and will connect that roll nice and pale coming out. That stuns him up. Should be able to walk away, although they've got a lot of stacks of this. This is going to be a dead Ori right there.
Shadow Demon used to be
so strong here. Oh, is he going to be... He's still getting chased by DY. DY wants the roll, though.
Oh, FY with the saves right there.
What a bro. They turn this around on him? They've got a healing salve right now over here on the Shadow Demon.
Has mangoes, but...
He's got a couple stacks. Needs a bit more, though.
Oh, one more stack.
He's almost got it. Xnova, he wants it. There's the fifth one. Not quite enough. Will get impaled. Maybe a little too greedy here from Xnova. Still trying to put out as much damage as he can before he gets
where's FY?
Goes off to that fountain. FY is doing some shopping, clearly.
Yeah, just shopping, chilling.
No big deal. Good try to cancel out the health cell. Rolls right on past.
Yeah, that was a little bit interesting because I saw them killing that Nyx 100% if Earth Spirit followed up, but instead the Shadow Demon was left alone, lonesome. Does not manage to get that kill, does die in turn. However, he is sent to base, so he's going to have full mana to work with now again, which is kind of neat.
I think you're okay with that as a Shadow Demon. You know, you put out a lot of harass as well, make them burn through the regen. Double damage win picked up for XM, though. How is the Brood Mama doing here? Got 12 and 1 right now, starting to build up that army.
12 CS, has to be super careful about these spiders. Let's just see how much damage that passive deals. It's a decent amount, but they do regen quite a lot. But you still have to be a bit more careful. Before, Broodmother versus Razor was 100% Broodmother favored. You just dominate super hard.
The roll forward again, trying to get some damage up onto Ori. They get the impale off, slow him down just a little bit. Xnova, though, slowly but surely stacking up that poison. Will get banished up here. It's going to take a little time for this bubble. Turn back around. Ori trying to get himself away, but there's too many bodies holding him in place. He will pop. That's another kill coming out there.
There we go, stun.
He's got to walk away now from DY. DY just poking at him a little bit.
This isn't really the greatest necro lane. They're dual laning here and he is suffering hard. And the problem is, even if you bring that disruptor to the top lane and you leave the Weaver alone, it's not going to really help a whole lot. This necro still dies in these engagements. Once they get that roll off, it's just that you cannot use that ghost shroud to save yourself as you amplify the Shadow Demon's damage output then.
It's an elegant solution to that Necrophos for sure. Still just trying to be careful with these spiders. Don't want to give extra gold over here to XM.
Yeah, you can see that Razor does have 27 CS. He isn't really benefiting a whole lot out of that CS as it is on the...
He's making it rain though, Lizard.
He's making it rain. He gained like 20 gold. So it's not super bad for Broodmother. He did not kill the big spiders. But
it looks like Xnova, Spike Carapace, trying to run himself away. Should be able to dodge it again. He just turns around, starts throwing out all of that poison. Rotation coming out from Fade here. Can they find a kill? Oh, I think FY is just out.
Dead. Okay, Disruptor did make that rotation. Weaver is alone on the bottom lane, but at least this is helping the Necrophos somewhat. He's not dying any longer, at least.
Well, I think Weaver's okay down here. Like, it's not You know, you obviously want to make sure that you're top lane here. Ori's still sitting very, very low. We'll just heal himself up with the Death Pulse again.
He has 9 stacks in his Magic Wand. He already itemized very well versus the Shadow Demon. So he's going to be healing up a lot, even if he does take some stacks on him. And as you said, Weaver, he's alright versus the Bounty Hunter. The problem is when Bounty Hunter buys that chainmail for the phase boots, as it becomes a little bit easier.
DY in for some trouble. Stone connects. We'll turn around, throw out that Thunderclap.
Yeah,
just harass him back. A couple points in that Thunderclap, like you were saying, too, to maximize that damage.
Yeah, they're maximizing the Thunderclap for the harass. It's all right, but at the same time, you're losing the catch potential on the glimpse or the kinetic field, obviously. So you're all into just sustaining here and just damaging them. Not really. You only have the Nyx for that stun, and that's it. We see the Earth Spirit FY is rotating top once again. They don't really want to let this Nike suffer way too hard, as your Razor is doing quite fine on this mid lane. 57 CS, he's taking down a lot of these spiders, so you don't really have to help him. Just help out your Nikes to get that Midas as soon as possible.
That kind of answers our question as to how the laning matchup's going to go here. It's just, seems like Razor is perfectly fine in dealing with these spiders, especially with the change from that passive, but a bit of harass coming out on X Nova again. It's gonna go with the banishment, throw out some of that poison, and they'll turn their attention. Ame wants to chase him down. We'll turn his attention now over onto DY. Lands the Impale. Uh-oh, it's not looking very good right now for the Lifesteal. He's gonna have to run himself away. 3 stacks, 4 stacks, and FY's gonna get taken down. Nova trying to run himself away. DY is looking for that opening. Can he find it? He'll be able to get another kill, and they'll turn their attention over onto the next. Should be able to clean up. No, but the Impale comes out. Is he gonna stay alive? DY, God, the glimpse comes out again, trying to juke himself away. That one hand run on
him. Run away from the hand.
The golden hand! Don't let it get you! Don't! I know you want a Midas, but that's not a Midas, and he's alright.
With that rage, he does survive, but that was super close for Ame. That would have been a disaster if he managed to die there. So it's really good that he got away.
I think we would have seen tips come out of that happen.
Oh, 100%. It's very difficult. Like, I can see that FY, he's trying to make those rotations on the top lane. He's trying to roll in, but the problem is Nyx. He's positioned so well. He always positions himself so well that he's just waiting. He's waiting for FY to go in. If FY goes in, Impale is there. Instantly after the Impale, they take the fight. So he has to wait. But while he waits, Necro is just spamming those death pulses, which are allowing them to win that prolonged fight.
Yeah, DY has definitely been on point here. Gonna sap some of that damage. Has the Spike Carapace up and running over here on XM. Just gonna have to back himself away. The Spider Baby's not making a rotation. They've got the Thunderclap. XM is being held in place, and he pops.
Yeah, Spiders, they can die to the Razor, but the nuke from the Broodmother herself is quite high, and they take him down with it. So, very good rotation.
He's been playing with fire down there. There's a couple times we've actually zipped down to the bottom lane to see him very, very low.
I just want to notify you about the CS and the network disparity. Like the Razor has 80
hold that thought,
CS.
hold that thought. FY's gonna have to roll right through.
They got him.
They got him.
So Razor 80 CS, Brood 65, but check the network now. 3.7k, 3.8k on Brood, 2.4k on Razor. So basically those kills that you are getting on these Spiderlings and Spider Lights, they don't really matter a whole lot. That's 3 gold. It looks nice, you feel good, you hear that gold sound, but it isn't really relevant that hard.
Ame's got his eyes on Ori again. The roll comes through. And also slow him down just a little. Does have that Ghost Shroud. Gonna try to pop a paparazzi, making a rotation now. Wants to get the kill over onto FY. FY's getting chased down slowly but surely by this little bug. They'll find the kill. And there's gonna be the disruption coming through. Ame's gonna take some time, take that bug off of him. Nova slowly starts building up those stacks of poison again.
Vici Gaming, they're realizing what's necessary here. The Broodmother, leave her alone. Just let her farm the jungle and pressure that mid lane. Like, she already took down the tier 1 on her own. Just
these
die.
these bugs, and the Necrophos will find the kill on X-Nova. And XM's getting chased down again by all these spiders, baby. He is managing to take a lot of damage right now. Off of that Broodmother, the roll comes through. He's just gonna walk away.
I think he just forced a couple of rotations. He forced FY to go there, and that's it. I don't think he thought that he can take down that Razor, specifically because of the static link that was already on him. But this is the way to play versus Nyx. And you ask, why isn't Nyx picked so much? The panel was also wondering. He was completely ignored in that first game. he's kind of been figured out. The hero also suffered some nerfs, obviously, to the Midas, but overall, the hero has been figured out in a way that everyone knows that you have to hold that thought.
Fade. They're slowly catching up to you over here. Nice and pale, slowing down the Razor. In fact, the rotation comes out. We'll get the disruption off.
Can they kill him, though?
They kill him. That's the big question, Lizard. They have a scythe with his name on it. Yang now tracing down X Nova. They'll take him down. Chalice. Do they have anything to catch him, though, is the question. No. Bounty Hunter will make it out.
Man, Team Bugs, they're dominating right now.
Apparently, we should all be picking more bug-related heroes. And you know, the fact that they don't have a great solution to the Brood Mother probably helps.
These Bugs are just so aggressive. They're pressuring the PSG.LGD team so much that I don't believe that this Midas is going to be on time. 10 minutes in, he's on 600 gold. They're taking a lot of map away from PSG.LGD, and that's what you want to be doing versus Nyx. You want to be pressuring his team as much as possible. You want to be winning the laning stage.
More Bugs chasing after Chalice.
Glimpse. There we go.
And right back into that sentry ward.
And he's dominating on that Brood Mother. All right. That's a big kill. That's a core bounty hunter. They need more. They need this tier 1 on the bottom lane. They need to set up the webs to either go for this tier 2 on mid.
They're going for the tier 2 on mid.
All right. You're a Brood Mother with the Dominator. This is what you do. So
well,
it does
also,
make sense.
how do you deal with this? She is... Well, they get the top tower too. They're making moves. Roll forward, coming out. Yang trying to run himself away. Will get slowed down. Looks like DY in for some
the storm is
Will
great.
be able to take him down. And they've got the track now over onto Yang. Yang trying to run himself away as fast as he possibly can. Fade also making that rotation here, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get that save here. Turn around. Do they find the kill? They'll find the kill on FY. And now the Weavers joining into the fight. They'll lose Fade, but they're going to lose a lot more as Paparazzi goes through. But they still have the track on him. They'll take him out. It's a triple kill for Ame.
Oh, that fight, it looked like it might go in Vici's favor, but I don't think they should have turned. Razor just took way too much damage away from them. Nyx was there, Bounty Hunter was there, and they wasted all their spells in a defensive move. Disruptor used his ultimate. They just had to back out. They thought because FY rolled in so deep that they can take a fight afterwards, but they instantly get punished. And
oh, we got a Holy Locket picked up on Necrophos.
A giant item for him, obviously, really good. But at the same time, I believe that either Earth Spirit or Bounty Hunter, they're going to be getting that vessel very fast. It's such a necessity for them in this game. Okay, Bounty Hunter isn't. I guess Earth Spirit then. You need a vessel. You need the vessel versus the Necrophos. You need a vessel versus the Brood Mother as well.
That sustain is going to be real coming out from Ori.
They need to keep the pressure up. It doesn't matter that you just lost 4. Obviously, it is harder now, but you need to continue your plan. You need to just stay on the strategy. Stay on the aggressive movements.
3 heroes hanging out in the mid lane. Don't want to allow this Brood Mother to just take a tower for free. Paparazzi gonna try to put some pressure over here onto Ame. Gonna Shikuchi chasing forward here. Has that bug on him. Trying to get a couple extra pop shots here if he can.
He has Tex, he has Rage. I think he should be fine, yeah.
Putting that pressure out. The track is placed over on DY though. They've got a good way of knowing where he's creeping about. And they'll throw it out over on the Brood Mother as well.
Meanwhile, Necrophos just solo pushing this bottom lane, and they are turning towards him. You can see 4 heroes rotating bottom, and he instantly bails. Oh, they're tracked.
They are tracked. They know they're in there.
They don't care whatsoever.
Fresh track being placed over on DY. They know. He's creeping. They don't have the detection just yet. Dust gets used.
If they dust him, they can glimpse him. That's basically the plan.
Yeah.
They don't manage to. FY rolls in.
Oh, there's going to be the Static Storm dropped again over here. This Earth Spirit is in for some trouble. Disruption comes out, buys him some more time, and they're going to follow up with the Plasma Field. DY trying to run himself back. They'll find it. FY still alive. He's going to be able, he's running after. He's not going to be able to roll away fast enough, though, as that hand finds him. And now Ame trying to run himself away. There's so much damage coming out from this Weaver, though. They'll find it with the nuke from the Brood Mother. XM now trying to find his way through all of these spiders. The scythe comes out. Doesn't quite take him down, but he's still dead. He's not going to make it.
Even though FY played so well in that fight, he gets on top of them, they waste some spells on him, he gets saved by the Shadow Demon, he still pops all his spells out. They cannot fight. Why can't they fight? Because they have this Nyx. This is the weak point of this hero. He doesn't have that Radiance. He's basically useless in these fights. And they also wanted to contest that Roshan, they wanted to fight around it, while Vici Gaming has perfect vision around it. They have the Nyx, they have the Spiderlings just scouting everything out, and they just baited them so well into that fight.
Bottom lane, they have their eyes on DY. DY's tracked up. They're going to try to chase him underneath the tower. Bounty Hunter wants his chalice. Should be able to maybe find him one more hit. There it is.
Yeah, the sweet Chinada gold and the track kill. He definitely needed that. He's struggling in this game, so 547 gold for him. Feels good, man.
Yeah, this pressure coming out from the Broodmother is something to definitely be concerned about.
Did he actually buy a pipe on Druid? He did, right? Or was I wrong?
Yeah, he's got a pipe.
Right, he's got a
He has a pipe.
Pipe and Dominator. Huh. A very utility-based item build. This Dominator, I've seen it be bought on Brutes with a lot of success. I think it was Matumba that started doing it. I'm not certain, but I remember seeing him a lot with the Dominator.
And there's the Roach. Paparazzi gonna grab that Aegis. So what's the play right now if you're PSG.LGD? You just want to buy time for your life.
You're
right?
basically, yeah, you're basically just buying time for Ame to get that Radiance. He is 2.5k gold. Like, he has enough.
It's close to that
almost
relic.
For the relic, yeah.
But it's still going to be a little while before
Just a couple of thousands more and he's got it. So that's a couple of minutes, like 19 minute-ish, I believe so.
Are they going to get that time though, especially with the Broodmother? Because with Broodmother, your foot is on that accelerator.
Yeah, and you can see the items that they are buying. They're buying the pipe, they're getting the Desolator on Weaver. They're gonna have the pushing power on their side. It's on these 4 heroes of PSG.LGD to make some sort of delay movements, like perhaps a team fight away from their base, or just make some good team fight for this Nyx to come back. For this Nyx to just stay where he is right now and farm.
And just look, they can't even contest this right now. They know that they don't have their Lifestealer in position just yet. They will try to put some pressure on the bottom. You can see those creeps hitting away at tier 1, but they're already in position. Track's gonna come out.
Yeah, they understand that Vici, they have no reason to fall back. They're gonna start pushing high ground, and that's why they're all here on the high ground. Even Nyx is actually porting back, which is a little bit problematic, as he's not gonna be farming.
It's a bit risky for sure. I've got the pipe up and running. Snova constantly throwing out the Shadow Poison whenever he can. Bounty Hunter trying to get into a good position here. They're just chewing through this tower. The rolling coming out from FY though. Thinking about doing the initiation. That's a lot of damage on Paparazzi, but he can just time-lapse it back.
He actually forced the time-lapse just with the Shadow Demon and his spam, which is quite alright, as they're gonna have to fall back a little bit and wait for their cooldowns, if nothing else. They do have the Aegis, but they don't want to risk it.
Look at the damage they put on the tower though, without committing too hard there.
That's true. Next time that Brute can just solo it with the Spiderlings and one creep.
Just minimal committal then, you know?
What is coming in that courier to Broodmother? That's the question. All right. Not special.
You made us so excited to see what it was.
I was excited, actually. I expected something big, but just threads. All right.
Hype. You're hype about this game.
Just
this is just time that PSG.LGD is just not doing anything. They can't go out there, they can't farm. This Lifestealer needs farm. He needs to be getting items, and he just can't. He's pinned inside the space. Slowly but surely, in comes the Spider Babies with that pipe. Just chew right through that tower. And just like that, they can leave. They don't have to commit to anything. They've opened up shrines. That's going to be more control of this map. And again, the side of PSG.LGD, they need to get out into their jungle. They need to be able to get this Lifestealer farmed up.
You just go for these shrines now. That's it. You outpush your other lanes that have been perhaps pushed in. You do give that Nyx a little bit of breathing space, so he should finish that Radiance until the next fight. But taking down those shrines and just taking control of the map is really important for Vici right now. As when you take down this particular shrine, you're preventing them from fighting for the next rush with buybacks. You're also preventing them from porting on that shrine.
Oh no, Razor is gonna get taken down. Killing spree now. Xnova trying to run himself out, but he's stuck in the middle of the signs. He's not gonna be any sights of him going out now. Buyback coming out from the Razor though. They're still chasing down FY. They'll take him out. DY sitting very low. Will be taken out of the fight now as they slowly chase after Ame. The glimpse comes back though. Fade has his eyes on. Will pop the Rage though. He's actually gonna be able to dodge it. And he's got the Infest.
Yeah, dodged it with the Infest. I thought it was Rage, but Rage was on cooldown. He dodges it with the Infest, which is a huge kill. But you only killed one bug. They still have 2 more remaining.
Right.
And that bug arguably is the least significant one. The Nyx Assassin, like, he can afford to be dying.
I mean, DI has made a lot of...
Yeah, he ports back, times lapse.
Goes right back.
Yeah, gets that Desolator. Oh, this Weaver is gonna hurt so much, and
he already hurts.
He already hurts, but one of the biggest issues for PSG.LGD right now is the fact that they have no control whatsoever for this Weaver. The only thing that they've got is FY's Earth Spirit, but that's way too much. He's godly on that hero, don't get me wrong, but it's just way too much for one Earth Spirit to deal with.
He's just the front line, you know? He's very difficult for him to stay alive after he rolls on in.
How do you stop this? Desolator plus the Spider Lights and Spiderlings, they're gonna tear down these Raxes in a matter of seconds. Look at that damage.
I mean, you just hope that you get enough poison on.
High range Rax.
Chalice, yeah, look at them just chewing through these buildings. Chalice, it's like they're still gonna focus on the objectives though. Does have a couple of these guys tracked up. The rolling coming out from FY again. And oh no, it looks like they're gonna be able to burst down Yang. Can they get it? Yeah, they'll find it. And they're still on the chase, still have them leashed up here. Nice by Carapace, they'll turn their attention over onto the base. Look how hard Paparazzi hits right now. He's going to chase right into the base, wants to get out there.
He's gone.
They will go and pop the Aegis, and we'll also lose Chalice, though. Eyeless is all going down. Razor in for some trouble because of that spike. Carapace, they're going to fight the kill over onto the Razor as Paparazzi diving in and out and all around. The scythe comes out. They're going to take out the Shadow Demon, too. Ame now chasing after Ori. Will skip mini stunned here. They really want this kill if they can get it over onto Necrophos, and it looks like this is going to go down right now. Ori is taken down.
All right, I believe they went from 4K difference to 2K difference in net worth after that fight. And did they take the melee racks? They didn't. So overall they held. You have that Radiance now on Lifestealer. You also have a Vessel completed, which is so important.
FY?
Double damage.
Oh, FY. Oh, good kick, but that last hit
Doesn't really matter any longer. Paparazzi is just styling on them. It's just way too hard.
Look how hard
to
he
kill.
hits.
He hits super hard. Also, he's going in for that BKB. Once he gets that BKB, there's no stopping him. Earth Spirit is itemizing properly. He's thinking, all right, I'm going to get Atos. We're going to get some more control on our side. But I don't think he's going to get it on time.
This is a hard game for LGD.
Yeah,
They do have the Radiance online, though. Ame, you know, he's...
they stopped that push. They stopped that first snowball. That was the first step that they needed to take, and they did it. There's still ways to go, but they didn't crumble under that initial pressure that Brood Mother brings into every single game. If she has a good laning stage, obviously, which she did. So they definitely played that out really well on top.
And the network still looks very good for this lifesteal. It's actually at the top of it. It's got 12K. It's got the Radiance online, so that'll help out in these fights for sure. The longer that this goes, I think the better it's going to feel for LGD. But you have a Weaver that is just...
It's also the power of Midas, right? You can just rely on having a better late game because you have that item that is always going to give you an edge.
It's just a matter of surviving until you can get to the late game.
I like his item build as well. He's going for that halberd, so he's gonna evade most of these hits with the Radiance and halberd, and also it's a way of dealing with the Brood Mother and the Weaver. The Vessel that they have bought just destroyed Brood Mother in that last fight. I think she needs a BKB as well. And yeah, BKB is queued up. When she was buying those power threads, I was wondering, could she have BKB already? That was my initial thought, because if she had BKB, that last fight is completely different.
Casual Dust does connect over onto DY. Doesn't look like they're going to hard commit on it, though. Take down that ward in the mid lane. Got that Sange completed now for Ame.
Chalice just going for Desolator, no utility whatsoever. He thinks that they lack damage, so he's going to go for Desolator and BKB. An interesting choice.
Everyone feels very disciplined right now. They're taking their time, they're farming up, they know what items they need to succeed in the next fight.
Yeah, they're riding some dragons into battle.
Got the Dota Game of Thrones going on here.
Daenerys. All right.
He's pushing out the lanes, though, again. Very disciplined, not looking to get into any fights or skirmishes or any bad positions. They know that they're very dependent on making sure that their lifesteal gets what they need. And, of course, you know, the BKB, a very big deal for this Brood Mother. And Roche is back up and running now, so...
I think you can't go for Roche until you finish these two BKBs, the Brood Mother and Weaver. You can, but you're risking so much. It's so much simpler if you just get the BKBs first and then you go for it. And they're gonna wait. You see, he's a couple hundred away.
Brood Mother just finishing up that BKB. Just a little bit more gold. Razor's gonna have his own BKB shortly. I don't know, the Weaver hits pretty hard though. And if he's got his own BKB and he's allowed to just run amok the entire time, I think that BKB doesn't mean quite as much.
It doesn't. I have to agree with you completely. On the side of LGD, the BKBs are big, but the impact that Vici Gaming is getting from those BKBs is much bigger.
Spider scouting out over here. And this is big, the fact that you can get so much vision, right? You've got the vision of the Spiderlings, you can also have DY, kind of do a little scouting, and it's a little risky because you know that they're going to be buying sentries.
Yeah, you can see that they smoked up, but they didn't want to go for uphill, as they just want to scout them out, place these wards and go into the pit, as they take down Roshan so
Dragon,
fast.
Dragon,
Dragon,
you're going to go right on in, knows that they're in there. We'll force the Lifestealer to pop back out again.
Has to be careful, because he might get glimpsed here.
Getting pretty deep
the
in here.
glimpse is there, but he infests.
Be careful, glimpse.
He infested.
Yeah, another play. BKB actually getting popped on Chalice, but they're not doing a whole heck of a lot with it. Not the most value here. They're going to turn their attention now. Necrophos, the roll-in coming out from FY. Looks like they're going to be able to burst down Chalice. The silence is over here on the Necrophos. He's trying to run himself up, but he's going to get taken down as well. Now, Ame on the retreat. Wants to run. The BKBs have gotten popped. He's going to get stunned up. Nice save coming out from X-Nova, though. Buys him a little bit more time. I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's a double kill for Paparazzi as he's going to take down X-Nova. Razor on the back end. He wants to finish off DY. Will find the kill, but he's still going to get chased in through these trees. They're going to slowly just chip him down, and that's a team wipe.
That's a full team fight into the Roche pit. Just perfect execution from Vici Gaming. They gave LGD, they tried and gave everything into that Necrophos. Yeah, you take him down, but at the same time, there's a Weaver hitting you, there's a Broodmother hitting you, there's damage from the Static Storm, from the Disruptor. It's just way too much to deal with. And if you are taking 15-20 seconds to take down that Necrophos, like, you're gonna be killed. Nice infest there, dodges. But Bounty Hunter, he just mans up too hard.
The rest of the team can't catch up with him.
Yeah, they're just way too slow. That Radiance burn, they're not feeling it. Razor is not there. And now they roll with the FY Earth Spirit into the Static Storm.
Those BKBs came in so handy there. And it was a nice save. You know, X-Nova was trying really hard, just trying to buy him some more time, but...
Yeah, but it was just
cannot get out, no.
Exactly. And now XM, he just dies too. Yeah, overall, this fight, I'm just not feeling this BKB Dazzle rush on the Bounty Hunter and that super aggressive move there. Perhaps he needed to at least wait for his teammates and then they go back in. As they used the infest, they used everything in the retreat. That BKB wasn't super aggressively used either.
I just think that, you know, like you said, Bounty Hunter manned up, but he manned up just
alone, yeah.
Just by himself. Yeah. That was the problem. That BKB not doing a whole heck of a lot as he just ran into all of them. And the rest of the team, I feel, you almost wonder if it's one of those situations where like, no, come on, let's go. And the team is like, well, I guess we're going. And unfortunately...
Perhaps he didn't realize that he's going to infest into Earth Spirit and dodge the glimpse like that. Perhaps he thought that he had to go and make that move. Maybe that's the case. It sometimes does happen, honestly. But for this level of a team, I doubt that's the case. I think they just made a conscious decision that they want to fight, and it wasn't good.
All right,
it wasn't a good decision.
Ground pushes on FY again. He's the front person here for the side PG. Who's going to get stunned up, though. The BKB is going to get popped up, and they'll take down FY. They'll turn their attention now over here onto that and over on the back lines. You've got the Bounty Hunter just running around. And now it looks like Ame trying to get himself away. The Spider doing a lot of damaging, turning his attention back over here. They'll buy back on the Razor. Infest Ame going to be able to take down a lot of those Spiders, but the Death Zone coming out from Paparazzi does so much. As that Spike Carapace is trying to slow down Ame as much as he can. The track is out, and on the back lines here, XM trying to run himself away from these two bugs. Save coming out from X-Nova. We'll turn the attention over to him. We'll pop. They'll go right back in over here onto XM, and I can't see the fight down here. Ame trying to run himself away. He's trying to take down DY, but he's going to get taken down. The buyback comes out right now from the Lifestealer. He wants to get back into this fight as he can, but I don't know what he's hoping to do. What can he do against all of these heroes? He's lost so many of his teammates. It's going to be the last hurrah, as we do see that FY back up and running, but it's FY and Lifestealer against the world as he rages in. The roll comes out there, trying to slow him down, trying to get the silence off as well. Ame, he's just in crowd control too hard. He's got the grounding increase.
He's gone. He's just gone.
He's out of here.
That should be game.
I think that's going to be game.
That's GG. There we go.
Vici Gaming.
What a performance by the 3 bugs. We are
Bug
now
Dota.
haters. Yeah, 3 bugs. The Nyx, the Weaver, and the Broodmother. They found the Nyx here and there, but they just couldn't find the solution to the Broodmother and the Weaver as well. FY, there was... It's such a burden to be the only catch for that Weaver, honestly. To be the only hero that can really silence him and catch him.
Yeah, PSG.LGD, you know, they played well, but sometimes you just get last pick brood mothered and you just don't have a good solution to it.
Yeah, but
you know?
that same hero, that same broodmother, maybe we will see her a little bit more. Maybe we'll see her banned out against Vici Gaming. But honestly, that hero was dead for